Hi you guys, I'm back today with a video on something that I wasn't gonna pick up. Okay, I keep saying I'm not gonna pick any more of these up, and I might be eating my words a little bit, just a little bit, because all the things I said about this on my Instagram, I'm still in line with. However, I will say now, having used it, it is a little bit different than I thought it was going to be. So, with that being said, today we are going to be talking about the Pat McGrath Labs Huetopian Dream Palette. This is what the box looks like. It's $125 for the palette. You guys already know that's a lot of money to pay for a palette, but I will say that the quality is definitely there. It is in line with every other palette that she's ever released, and it is really beautiful. So, this is what the packaging looks like. It is stunning. I mean, she always kills it when it comes to packaging. It is beautiful. It was supposed to, a lot of the things that she showed on her Instagram leading up to this launch kind of led me to believe, and other people to believe, that there was going to be more rainbow tones to this, or that it might be pastels. Now me, I'm kind of like, I've used enough pastels, I'm through pastels, I really don't need any more pastels, but I would have definitely been excited to try them from Pat McGrath, but I really was just looking for a different color story in general. I am very much, as I've talked about with you guys, over the pinks, the golds, the burgundies. I don't want to see them anymore. I have them lots of times over, so I feel like at that point it's kind of a waste of money if you're a Pat McGrath collector. However, if you're a collector, you're kind of like I am, I have to have all the shinies. So here we are, I have the shinies. I also did pick up, this is her Intensifies Artistry wand, and let me just say this, it was $32. I actually thought that I had a bunk Artistry wand. I thought something was really wrong with it because I kept clicking the bottom. How do I get this to pop up? How do I get it to come out of the end? I kept trying to twist it like a lip gloss, like, you know, like those old school lip glosses that you twist, nothing. And finally, after enough pushing, so when you think that you can't go any further, keep pushing, it will come up. If it doesn't come up, maybe there is something actually wrong, but it took me probably 50 pushes to get it to come up. And I've got to say, the performance of this is incredible. Now, I know that in all reality, you can pay a lot less money. Like, I think this was about $4.95, and this is NYX glitter glue, and you're gonna have the same effect. It definitely makes anything that you apply over it far more impactful. Like, gorgeous, beautiful, stunning, amazing. But I will say this is messy and you're ruining your brushes. Like, for me, that's how I feel about it. I like it. I like the payoff I get with it. This to me is like the foolproof method to not ruin a brush and still get that insane payoff and put things exactly where you want it. Like, this is 100% worth every darn dime, in my opinion, and I'm 100% on board with it. This is innovative in the sense that it saves you some extra steps, and I'm for that all day. I definitely like that. Now, let's go ahead and open up the palette. I did not do that. So this is what the inside looks like, and I'm going to move it around, and you guys are going to see a lot of shifting immediately. Main gripe that I have, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've already heard it, you've already seen it, and I love Pat McGrath Labs. I think that what she comes out with is beautiful, and I truly love everything that she does. However, coming from somebody with a large collection, I'm very frustrated by the continuation of palettes that are pink, gold, burgundy. Okay, like, literally every palette that I've gotten from her pretty much in the last little while has like this little quad right here, and this gold, I'm sorry, I am golded out. Like, gold is beautiful, I like it, but this shade, even a little bit this shade, and this shade, I feel like I have like all of these shades pretty much. Even these, to some degree, I have from her. Now, I will say this, I did not do swatch comparisons in this video. I'm just going to put up pictures here. However, if you do want to see me swatch and compare these to the other Pat McGrath palettes that I feel are very similar to this, let me know. I will do it for you guys, for sure. However, just looking at it, you guys should be able to see there are so many similarities between this, the Divine Rose 1 and 2, and then there was also like the Fleur Fantasia, and then what else? There was like there's been a lot of rose palettes, and I just feel like there's too many. We don't need any more. Let's get a green palette. Let's get a purple palette. Let's get an orange palette. Let's get something different. I'm really ready to move on from this. I have said it, I swear, in probably 4 or 5 videos at this point. So I feel really like a clown for saying, oh, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to buy this. But a lot of people were still interested in this. Now, I could say this. If you're new to Pat McGrath and you've not tried her products and you were looking for a palette, I feel like this is going to be a really great starter for her brand. It's beautiful. Makeup is a very personal thing, and to each their own. It's your money. You spend it however you want, for sure. For me, I feel like this is just another of another of another of another. Now, there are, like, these 2 shades down here are pretty special. But I would say this one there's something pretty similar to within her own collection. And even this, there's a few that are kind of similar to it. So, you know, to buy this palette, if you have a lot of her palettes, you're only getting 2 shades that are kind of unique. And even then, they're still kind of not the most unique within her collection. So, $125, is it worth it to me? I mean, I bought it, but I review stuff. If I did not review stuff, I wouldn't even purchase this, to be 100% honest with you. Or, if I didn't have some of the palettes that I already have, I would have picked this up over some of those, for sure. So, let me just say this, quality is beautiful, the shades are beautiful, the performance is amazing, you're not going to be let down. As you can tell, I'm definitely not sponsored, I was not sent this is my opinion, and I know it's probably not the most positive thing, and I hate giving reviews that are not 100% positive. And I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be mean, but you can't look at all the palettes that she's released in the last 2 years and not see the similarities between them. I'm just really ready for her to move on and do other things, because lots of people on her groups and online have really wanted to see different color stories, myself included. I'm ready. I love her formulation, but with all that being said and repeated, because I'm really like on one right now, I'm going to go ahead and swatch this palette for you guys. Again, if you do want to see swatches comparing these to other palettes, let me know in the comments below. I definitely will do that for you. I'm going to do this eye look, which looks really different in real life than it's looking right now. It looks very, very pink right now, but in real life, it is far more purple, actually. And then at the very end, I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay, the very first shade is called Skin Show Nude Ecstasy. And that is a beautiful peachy champagne shade with a slight hint of pink. Called Secret Eden. And that's a rosy mauve shade. It is called Bronze Desire. And that's a beautiful bronze shade called Bronze Solaris, or Solaris 005. And that is a kind of orangey toned gold shade. Don't have any kind of base down when I'm using this. Like, for instance, if I use the Intensifies Artistry wand, it would probably be even more insane. This is Astral Venusian Orchid. And that is a gorgeous, holy shit. Wow, sorry, my mind is blown. So this is like very purple to kind of blue and pink and gold, and oh my gosh, it is stunning. Definitely my favorite shade in the palette. Woo! There's even a little bit of green to it. Get it, girl. Next shade is Extreme Plum Noir. And that is that typical Pat McGrath burgundy shade. Shade is Cosmic Bloom. And that's a beautiful kind of pink to orange shifting shade. It almost goes slightly bronzy as well. It's very pretty. It's called Shockwave. And I will be using that as soon as possible for blush. And that is like a kind of hot coral shade. Shade is called Blitz Sextreme. Okay. And that is a gorgeous multi-chrome. Holy crap. Woo! It goes red to green to orange and gold. It's fantastic. I need this on my eyes. I'm sad that it's not there now. Amethyst Moon. And that is a beautiful kind of purple to blue, almost slightly maroon shade. It is very pretty too. Now, I will say that seems slightly flakier than these shades down here. But again, I don't use any kind of base when I am doing my swatches. And this is the entire Huetopian Dream palette. You guys, this is what it looks like in low light. Okay, you guys, so I am back and I want to give you my final thoughts. Since I've done the swatches, I've got to eat my words a little bit more. Now, I talked about this in the beginning. There were some shades that kind of made me change my perspective a little bit. Not that I've changed my mind 100%, because there are shades that we've seen before, we've seen lots of times, and I'm over those shades, but, oh, I don't know if I can get it in here. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this. You just saw the swatches, but these 3 shades down here, not the gold, because the gold I feel like we've had done, but these 3 shades right here are all very, very beautiful, and in fact, this lighting is not really doing it justice, especially this one. This one is extremely shifty. That's a very good multi-chrome shade. Ooh, you can kind of see it in the mirror. Okay, hang on. Let's see if we can catch it a little bit more. Yeah, it's actually much more interesting than it looks in the pan. And this one right here, even more so. Like, it's beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that in the swatches. I will have some of these swatches on my Instagram as well for you guys to check out. But quality-wise, I definitely feel that this is 100% in line with everything else I've ever used from her brand. And this is beautiful. So if you don't have anything from her brand, this is definitely a great palette to start out with. And I would say between the last 3 Mothership palettes, this is definitely the most interesting. However, when it comes to this palette, I just feel like I'm ready for something new. I've said it like the last 4 or 5 videos. I really hope to see something different come from Pat McGrath in the future, because I'm tired of golds, I'm tired of pinks, I'm tired of burgundies. I just want something different. That's where I'm at. And I do think, I didn't even hold this back up, but what I'm talking about right now is the Huetopian Dream, and this is beautiful. It is $125 though. Packaging, she nailed it. She always nails it. She's probably always going to continue to nail it, in my opinion. She just does it well. The one thing I would say about her packaging is that I miss when it was more unique. Like, it's still unique, it's still gorgeous. I would put this up as wall art all day. But I miss when she did something different on each palette. Like, we've seen the faces on a lot of the palettes in the last few years. And I'd like to go back to her first 3 or 4, actually, when she was doing different things for each of the palettes. Now, when you open it up, this is what it looks like. To me, and I'm going to put comparisons up here again, to me, I feel like this is too much like the palettes that she's released in the last 2 years to be something that is a must-have. Like, it's just not. But it is beautiful, and if you don't have anything from her, I think you will be extremely happy with this. Let me just tell you, the quality is definitely there. The thing that I think is really great that she did was this right here. This is her Intensifies Artistry wand. It was $32, and I love it. Like, I would buy another one right now. In fact, I think it's out of stock, but your girl's going to be picking up another one immediately because I love the ease of application with this. So I had been using the NYX glitter glue, and this is $5. This is $32. So there's definitely a huge price difference, but oh my gosh, it was so much easier to put everything where I wanted it to be, and to me, that's like invaluable. I didn't ruin any brushes using this. I will say I am curious to see, and I think I wish we would get a little clarification. I get really nervous about reusing stuff without being able to sanitize it. So I wonder if I can use rubbing alcohol on it like when I'm done using it, so that I don't have to worry about like transferring germs on it every time I do use it. So hopefully that makes sense and isn't like super like nitpicky, but your girl's still going to use it, so it doesn't matter. But with that being said, I definitely think this is well worth the money. I think the palette, if you love it, if you like the colors, if you don't have them, if you're a collector, you're not going to be let down. I mean, the quality's definitely there. The colors are beautiful. But you guys already have heard what I've thought, and I don't want to drag it out anymore for you guys. So, in any case, I really hope that this review was helpful to you guys. If it was, make sure you leave a comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell for future updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.